In this video, we're going to talk about MicroStrategy. This is the daily chart of MicroStrategy. And before we get into the price action, two things happened within the last 36 hours. On Sunday at 8 a.m., Michael Saylor tweeted a possible blue-green imbalance. Now this shows all the purchases that MicroStrategy and at what price he purchased Bitcoin, and the red line indicates the average price, and the green dotted line indicates the total dollar cost average of all his purchases going back to September 2020. Now this morning we got news that he purchased more Bitcoin. MicroStrategy Incorporated disclosed that it acquired about 15,400 Bitcoins for roughly $1.5 billion in cash, averaging a purchase price of around $96,000 per Bitcoin. Now between November 25th and December 1st, the company sold approximately 3.7 million shares to generate net proceeds of about 1.48 billion to acquire more Bitcoin. In that same period, he acquired roughly half, again, in about 4 weeks, he acquired roughly half of all the Bitcoins that MicroStrategy owns since the inception going back to 2020 in a span of several weeks. Now, as of December 1st, MicroStrategy's total Bitcoin holdings amounts to roughly 402,000 Bitcoins. They spent roughly $23 billion, which translates into roughly $53,000 per Bitcoin. Now, MicroStrategy's recent activities underscores its ongoing commitment to investing in Bitcoin as it leverages its share issuance capabilities to expand its cryptocurrency portfolio. Now, one might be saying that MicroStrategy is crazy. They spent $23 billion to acquire Bitcoin. However, their market cap is roughly $75 billion. So they're up 3-1 on their reserve. Now, going back to the charts, the reason why we had this sell-off from roughly $522 to a current price of $380 was because 2 weeks ago, Andrew Left of Citron Research said in a post on X that he was betting against the software company, which has effectively transformed itself into a Bitcoin investment fund. However, based on the price going back to just September of this year, price is up 3x. Right? So someone loves the strategy. I should say a lot of people love the strategy. Nevertheless, let's kind of recap. We're going to start with the weekly chart, and you can see that price was basing for quite some time, right? Until price eventually broke out. Now, this time around, typically when you get a breakout, you get a retest, but that didn't quite happen, right? Why? Because the momentum was just too great, and you had buyers FOMOing into Bitcoin by way of MicroStrategy. However, in the process, it did form 2 weekly buy levels, and as price broke out, it formed 2 buy levels. Now, if we scroll down to the daily chart, you can see that first buy level got hit, and this is the best way to trade. You want to trade with the trend and just get long on a pullback before price continues in that direction, right? So this daily buy level at $230 got hit. We had a couple of gaps, and this was the reversal that we saw 2 weeks ago. Again, as Citron Research said, they were shorting the stock. Now, if anyone wanted to get long or add on to their shares, they should have been salivating because price came back into a level of interest. And we're going to call that daily buyers at, we'll say $330. Now, price didn't waste any time at this level as the buyers were waiting to get their unfilled buy orders filled, right? If you scroll down to the 4-hour chart, probably better on the hourly chart. So you can see how price came and didn't spend too much time at that $350 level. You had 3 hourly candles just dip its toes at the top of the zone before moving higher. You could say that you have this rally-based rally that is a 1-hour zone, and that's why price did not penetrate the zone deeper, as you had hourly buyers waiting at that $350 level before price moved higher. So where's price going next? Well, for the month of November, Bitcoin returned roughly 40%, and December is historically roughly about the same, about 30-35%. So if I was a betting man, I would bet that before the end of the year, price is going to be trading north of 400. However, if you happen to get a pullback, for those who want to get long, anything below 350 would be your opportunity to buy. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.